Hey guys, what's going on? We're here for Coach's Corner today, and I want to speak to you something about the importance of training reps. And this is something that, as I say, you probably go, yeah, it makes total sense. I do that all the time, but I'm gonna reference this in regards to the sport of CrossFit, okay? And those kind of like high level athletes within inside the sport that some of you guys might be training, and the difference of individuals versus those high levels within inside the sport. And I want to talk about it like this. If you take any sport, basketball, right? The objective in basketball, if you're a shooter, is to become better at shooting. Well, how are you going to do that? Are you going to not overshoot because you don't want to fatigue your shoulder or elbow or wrist joint too much? Well, no. You're going to go out there and hopefully you're going to shoot 500 to 1,000 jump shots every single day in order to make that muscle memory so resilient and profound that your shot just gets perfected no matter how tired or where you are on the court or what body position you have as you jump up for that jump shot. You're able to adapt and have perfect form no matter what because of the thousands and thousands of reps that you produce. In the sport of baseball, why are some hitters so exceptionally good at like seeing that ball? Is because they have this exceptional superpower vision? Not necessarily. They tested some of the greatest hitters of all time, and their eyesight wasn't amazing. They just got so many reps in of swinging and hit a baseball and seeing that baseball leave a pitcher's hand so much that they have a better flow of it inside their brain of what's happening with that baseball. That's why they sometimes take those same hitters and when they put them against a softball pitcher, they can't hit him because it's a completely different approach to releasing the ball, and it's a different distance, right? So it's a whole new visual aspect that they have to pick up and comprehend with inside their brain, as opposed to thousands and thousands of reps they've got to before. Jerry Rice, why was he so profound at running routes? Because every single day he practiced running routes 1,000 times, right? Boxers, why are some of them so absurdly good besides like their pure talent and genetic ability, but their combos and the ability to move and throw these combos they do so many times that they can do it no matter what, and they can move their body, and no matter where their body turns or hits, they can throw that combo. The point is this, that when they do these reps, they're not always doing them at max effort intensity, right? They're not always doing them at this crazy, yes, sometimes they are, but sometimes we go in, it's just kind of like the muscle memory and the repetitiveness of that nature. As you take the people inside the sport of CrossFit, you have to think about that as well. For the athletes who are at that level, at that highest level, for the athletes that have earned the right for volume, right? Through stabilization and structural stability and proper strength and proper movement patterns. As you implement volume throughout different phases of the year, in the beginning phase, they should be working on building more and more volume at a very low aerobic, low intense aspect, just like if you're shadow boxing, just like if you're going out and shooting 500 jump shots from super close, just going through the pattern, just like if you're just working on footwork for running a route, and you have to get that footwork down before you add intensity, and it's that repetitive practice over and over again. The same concept can be thought of for the sport of fitness, for the people that have earned the right for volume. It's that repetitive nature and that repetitive action of doing volume, doing the reps in a very controlled setting with very low intensity, very easy breathing, of just building that mental resiliency and capacity in a controlled setting. Then as the season progresses throughout the year with inside different phases, that's when you're slowly bring the volume down, add intensity. Slowly bring the volume up with moderate intensity, and you kind of teeter-totter along the way to where you get to that final stage, i.e. pre-competition, and now it's just those workouts, just those metcons with the intensity, with the volume, with the different movement patterns. But what we have to think about is wherever you want that person to be, wherever they need to be based off who they are and where and what level they are, you take that end result and what do they have to do now to get there, right? So like any other sport, if I need someone to run a better route, the first thing we're gonna work on is just the patterns in the foot movement in order to put themselves in a position to run a better route. Then we add intensity to that route once that foot position has been perfected. Then we add more chaos, i.e. a defender, i.e. a ball, i.e. a live play action, right? With hitting. And that you have to think about those same patterns. How if we have to get people to be able to do this, what might look like in 6 months, in a year, what do we first have to establish, and how do we slowly build and control that in order to put them in a position to do that? right? Because if they're going to get into a competition that's going to have, you know, heavy volume ring muscle ups, you're not miraculously going to just do it at the sake of competition unless you've practiced and gotten yourself the ability to get there from a capacity and resiliency standpoint. Hope that helps, guys. Keep learning, keep growing together.